this to yourself, but I overslept after partying last night and skipped my shower.
Okay. Why were you firing weapons at the gun club?
I created a team-building exercise to boost morale to blow off steam. It was also part of our marketing position, how we put realism into the game. It was a photo op. We had our pictures taken while firing guns for sending out to the media.
Okay. Who else was there?
It was our core team, me, Stan, and Andy, plus Craig. Stan invited him too, at Andy's insistence. I guess it was old loyalty to a founding member.
Really? What weapons were you firing?
A couple of them. I kinda dig handguns, and they look good on me. Ever seen those Hong Kong action movies? Chicks with guns? I started with a .22, but it just didn't do it for me. So I switched to a .45. That one kicked ass. Oh, sorry. That must really sound in bad taste.
Not at all. Where are the rest of the weapons from the case?
The rest of the weapons are still waiting to be picked up at the gun club. I brought the M4 assault rifle over early, to ensure it would fit in the display.
I don't know, that case was relatively full. Why did you rent so many guns?
The realism of our game stems from the fact that every in-game gun is modeled after the real deal. And we had them here at the booth to make that point. This industry is heavily male-oriented, including the retailers, and everybody knows boys like toys. So I brought the toys for the boys to look at.
Okay, then. Did you rent any real weapons?
No, we originally arranged to rent replica guns for the show, but when we picked them up, they all had a red cap on the muzzle. Gut Wrench 3 is all about realism. There's no way we can display weapons that are obviously toys. This was a last-minute wild idea I had, out at the gun club. I suggested we rent them from the club, and Stan loved the idea.
Alrighty. So where is this gun club?
I don't know exactly. I mean, I don't live here. I just hopped in a cab and said gun club. You're detectives, right? How about checking a phone book?
Don't get cute with me, woman. Why were you wearing costumes at the booth?
Again, realism and promotion. All of us here would role-play a combat situation, right in the booth, you know, every few minutes? Which is why I'm dressed for action, and sadly, Stan is too.
I don't understand. What's the point of play-acting shoot-'em-up?
To bring the game to life. To make the buyers feel like they were inside the game. To stimulate them to see our game over every other one here.
Alright.
Listen, a trade show is a kind of carnival. And this was effective. And yes, it was my idea. And hey, I'd have gone farther with it if I could. I wanted to fire off blanks, but the fire marshal nixed it. Too unsafe.
Alrighty.
So you had no form of live ammunition in your play-acting?
Nothing.
Alright. Was Stan supposed to die during your reenactments?
Yeah, he was. Not for real, of course. But his role was to take the hit, yes, and I was the shooter. We rehearsed it a couple times right before I left last night. I just point the empty gun at him, timing it to the demo, and mime to the game sound effects.
So, why did you have a modified assault rifle in the demo booth?
We rented the weapons from the gun club. I have no idea if they were modified or not. I didn't purchase any ammo. They were for show only.
Okay. Why was there a real .45 in the demo booth, though?
Stan couldn't see renting a .45 automatic when he just bought one. Sure, it was real. Hadn't been modified for safety, but hey, it was unloaded. And it's not like somebody would be walking around the trade show with a pocket full of bullets. Yesterday that sounded more reasonable, I admit.
True. Why did Stan buy the gun?
Well, he said he bought it for the company. It's the first weapon the art and sound staff used as reference. Andy thought he could program the game more realistically if he was familiar with the weapon, with its physics, as Andy put it.
Really?
As I said, we are all about realism. The game has to be convincing.
Alright. So, that'll be all we can talk to her about. Looks like we can go to the motel next. Don't go too far, we may have more questions for you. Let's see, we talked to Brass all we could. Did we get anything new, like maybe a testimony or something? No? Nothing? Alright. So, straight to the motel. Hotel, whatever. That is nice, isn't it? The description says hotel. The picture says motel. It's a nice little oversight they did. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Penmore. Are you Andy Penmore?
Perhaps you have some ID?
Maybe.
We're with the Las Vegas Crime Lab. We have a few questions. Yes, I'm Andy Penmore. Is this about Stan? He never came home last night, but then this is Las Vegas. I'm afraid Mr. Everston is dead. Is this some kind of weird joke? Craig behind this maybe? Or Maya? More for off-the-wall publicity? I've been up all night slaving over some final tweaks Stan wants, and I'm in no mood for practical jokes. No joke? He's dead. Murdered. In your demo booth. No. He was shot 3 times, Mr. Penmore. That's why we're here. Oh my God. This is real. Really? Stan's my friend.
Yeah,
He
real.
can't... We were just together last night, so... My God. This is no game. This is real, Mr. Penmore.
Yes, we've established that, Nick. Thank you. Why don't you just leave the questioning to me, alright, buddy? When was the last time you saw Stan?
Just last night, in the demo room, putting finishing touches on the presentation, looking for bugs, discussing these final tweaks. God, I can't believe this. I headed back to my hotel room at around 1 in the morning. Stan wanted me to get on those fixes, and he stayed at the booth, preparing for the media demo today.
Was anyone else at the demo booth when you left?
No, nobody I saw anyway.
Alright. We'll wait off on that one. Just keep questioning him a bit. Did you ask Stan to buy a gun?
Who told you that? Maya? Typical. Trying to make me look bad, take the heat off her after she was screaming at Stan, which is why she was having problems with him. You had to know how to handle that guy, and attacking and counterattacking was bad strategy. If you don't mind, let's just get back to the question. Did you ask Stan Everston to buy you a gun? Of course I did. How else could I program a game this realistic without understanding the actual physics of the key weapon? Also, our art staff needed it for reference. Is any of that hard to grasp?
Not at all, but you
Look,
don't have to
I
be
never
a
shot
dick about
anything
it.
more real than a super soaker. Not that Stan took much convincing. He'd been wanting to buy a gun for himself for some time. He had a genuine paranoid streak. Only now that he's a murder victim, he doesn't seem quite so paranoid, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't, does he? Whose .45 ammo was in the gun?
It's Stan's. He bought it for his .45. He used it last night at the gun club.
Alright, you mind if we take a look around?
Sure. This is a disaster. Personally and professionally. I'll help in any way I can.
Alright. Oh, and, can we get your prints and do a GSR test to exclude you?
Anything you need.
Thank you.
Looks like this area is clean. Way to be thorough.
Clean, it's a salad. Come on. Is this your salad, sir? The fuck you think you're doing eating a salad at a time like this? Get it together, man. Okay, yeah, we can't access that. But we can come over here. Got a clock, we got this little thing. There was something under that pillow, I don't like it. So what do we got?
Vic had a cell number, but we didn't recover a phone from the body. Did the killer lift it for some reason?
Cell number? I see a phone number down here, but, I don't see anything on this card about a cell phone number. There is a number here, though. It says extension. That sounds more like the company phone, rather than his own personal cell phone. I mean, come on. So then we come over here, we got this.
Hey, a scorpion. Maybe we ought to call Grissom. Oh, I keep forgetting you're new. Grissom gets excited about bugs. Only, I don't know if you'd call this a bug exactly.
Let's take it. Okay. Dead scorpion found in the victim's bed. That doesn't seem to be anything special on it, so that'll be that. Get that down there. The computer. an encrypted thing. Alright, let's do that.
Email's corrupted. A virus, maybe?
Maybe. Let's go in here. Okay, so we can only access the email. Alright.
Looks like this area is clean. Way to be thorough.
You're damn right it's clean. Have any of you out there ever seen a tub and a toilet that shiny? I mean, fuck, what did they do? Chrome these damn things? Who chromes a toilet? Honestly.
Well, Miss Wynn painted a picture of a hype machine rolling happily along, but it looks like Stan the man was not so happy with her marketing campaign. That's pretty interesting.
Maya's angry note to Stan on the game's promotional material. There's a note here. Looks like just a bunch of scribbles on a poster. I mean, are these supposed to be words? Something? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, Butt Wrench 3. Clever. I'm not seeing anything unusual. Zoom back over here. Did Stan have a cell phone on this trip?
Sure, of course. At a big show like this, he'd be dead without it. Well, sorry, poor choice of words.
Indeed. Did he have his phone when you last saw him?
Let me think. Yeah, he had it, because he text messaged me right after I got back to the room. Asked me to order a Cobb salad from room service and have it waiting for him. Thing's still sitting here, wilting.
Oh, okay, so it's not your salad. Okay, that makes it okay. So, what do you know about this note?
Just that I saw Maya wad it up and throw it at Stan yesterday, right after we checked in. She was pissed.
I'll bet. Why was she so upset? Oh, damn it. That's what I get for clicking 2 buttons at once on accident. So why was she upset?
Actually, the surprise would have been for her not to be. You see, she and Stan, they've been at each other's throats for 3 weeks. It's been getting nastier and nastier as we got closer and closer to this show. They did not see eye to eye on the market strategy at all.
Alright, so whose bed was this scorpion in?
Stan's.
And how did it get in the bed?
Well, looks kinda bad, sort of sick at the moment, but I let this friend of ours do that as a practical joke. Thing was dead, couldn't hurt him, and Craig said Stan would get a kick out of it. Those two were always doing that kind of thing to each other, so I just went along.
Alright. Was the scorpion alive when he put it in the bed?
Hell no, it was dead. Couldn't hurt him, or me for that matter.
Okay. Tell us about Craig.
He's a game designer who was one of the founders of the company with Stan, even before I arrived. He left about a year ago. His sense of humor is kind of out there, call it an acquired taste. For example, just before he left the company, when he was working on Gut Wrench 3, he put in a cheat code that lets you kill the boss. Of course, killing bosses is common in shooting games. At the end of a level, it's usually big bad guys or grotesque monsters or whatever. Not yuppie businessmen who look exactly like Stan Everston. You had to be there. Anyway, this was about the time Stan fired him.
Really? Where is Craig
Gee,
now?
I have no idea. He drove here on his own just to attend the trade show and hang out with us.
Okay. Do you have his car make or license?
I couldn't give you his license under hypnosis, man. It's some SUV, American make, I think. Ask Maya, why don't you? Craig was hitting on it pretty hard yesterday, and they were getting friendly. Saw him exchange phone numbers.
Really? Well, is that your PDA?
Yeah, it is.
May we collect it as evidence?
Well, I know I said I'd do anything to help out, but there is a line. I have a lot of stuff coming through here, like time-critical bug reports on the game. I'm sorry, I can't give it up, especially since it has nothing to do with Stan's death.
Understandable. Alrighty then. So, well, wait. We've got... Check that. No, I don't know if there's much we can do with that. We got this dead scorpion we can check on. Andy's fingerprints.